Hey guys, we have a lot of work to get done today, so let's get started. RosNeft, the largest oil producing company in the world, believes there are oil deposits here in the savage landscapes of the northernmost point of the Eurasian continent. In order to be sure of this, they need seismic surveying done, and we just so happen to have a truck and the know-how they need to get this equipment to the survey sites. For now, we'll head over to the garage to get the seismic survey tool installed onto the Kraz 6443, all on RosNeft's ruble, of course. While we're there, we're also convinced RosNeft to paint our Kraz in their company color, yellow. I love the color yellow, and I love the money the yellow company gives to us. I think I might ask them to be our new sponsor. In any case, let's head over to the first site. Let's stop at our totally not stolen fuel carrier and fuel up with free fuel from our hopefully future sponsor, RosNeft. Your truck deserves only the best, RosNeft. Looks like we're at the first survey site. Let's let the engineer get the first seismic vibration readings done. He looks a bit carsick from the bumpy ride, but he gets paid enough to deal with working the vakhte, which is a Russian term that means working in remote areas. He showed me the data readout from the seismic vibrator, but I'm no engineer educated in a fancy socialist university in the 80s. I'm a simple truck driver. Let's get this engineer over to the next survey site. The second survey site is deep in the forest. We'll have to get through some trees, and we'll be lucky if our windscreen doesn't break due to an unlucky impact with the tree branch. They could take our eyes out. In any case, looks like we're just about there. The engineer will get out, do his thing, and we'll move on to the next survey site. On our way to the next survey site, we'll go to the Avtozapravочная станция, which in Russian means gas station. It's a pretty ramshackle gas station, probably a health hazard as well. But what can we expect in Yebenya, which is a Russian curse word used to describe the middle of nowhere? We'll pass by a small house that even out here has satellite TV. I wonder if they have internet access. I have my doubts. Next, we'll pass by a bridge that certainly doesn't meet municipal safety standards, but a country patsan can survive, as they say here in Russia. Actually, they don't say that at all. In any case, we're at the last survey site, and the engineer and I have a good case of cabin fever. We want to get back to a nice, warm bed as soon as possible, so we'll get the readings and head back to the garage. RosNeft is a large company. In fact, RosNeft is the 81st largest company in the world according to the 2022 Forbes Global 2000 list. They paid us the equivalent of $9,950, or 850,000 Russian rubles. That's more than enough to buy ourselves a brand new 2025 Lada Granta, which comes in at $8,693, or 749,000 Russian rubles. In any case, we have more work to do. The old radio tower in the region is on the fritz, and without it, we have very few ways of contacting the outside world. Local businesses need this radio in order to coordinate orders and survey work, so let's get it fixed. They need a ton, literally, of radio equipment, some spare parts for equipment they already have, and some metal beams for their radio mast. We'll start by loading up the radio equipment in this cargo container, and the spare parts they need, and then we'll drive it over there. We'll fuel up again and hope that RosNeft will sponsor us in the next videos. The sign over here seems to say Meteostansia, which I believe means weather station. This is where the radio is, so let's get up there and deliver them their spare parts. Looks like they have a nice little izbushka, which means sort of wooden hut. They also have a nice little ogorod, which means garden. And those may be beekeeping boxes, but I can't say for sure. Anyway, let's head back to the warehouse for some metal beams. We've arrived at the squad, which means warehouse. Let's pick up the metal beams and get back to the weather station. Looks like we got them the parts they need, and their radio is back up and running. Apparently, they got in contact with the local city, Zimnegorsk, and got news that all of the tunnels between Nizhnyaya Shponka and Zimnegorsk are open, meaning we can work helping in the other regions. Let's take the Gaz-69 over to explore the The Gaz-69 is obviously a masterpiece of Soviet design. This sort of log road is hell on a vehicle suspension, almost like a Belgian paved road. Anyway, the Gaz 69, with its 1.5 metric ton weight, handles it like a pro. In any case, we just about made it to the first tunnel, so I'll end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.